Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Good morning, Madeline.
We're back. We're back. Rajanera Madeline with Beloved Essences with Lisa DeLong. And this is our love connection, doing another video for you. Since it's been a couple of weeks and we talked quite intensively about the event for July the 20th with the 528 hertz frequency to assist with the water. So I know there's more going on with that. Lisa, do you have some more information you want to share with us on that? Could you hear all that? Because you paused us a little bit.
I know. As soon as we start recording, everything starts making it difficult for us. Yes, we're still working with the 528 hertz. Everybody's doing a lot of really good work. I'm so glad when everybody is, intentionally putting on the music, water to sip on, and creating an energy of love in their household so that their animals and their other loved ones can benefit from this, even though they may not quite understand the scope of what we're doing. I have still been working all over the world with the 528 hertz and the water, because we have more water coming up out of Earth. We have more water being released into Earth where it was captured in big water tanks, etc. And manifesting that hertz. Again, asking the water molecules to be 528 hertz so that we can integrate it into our body. Everything can integrate that frequency into their thriving life. That's what we want.
We have all this stuff with water going on with. We have a couple of hurricanes out in the Gulf and going up the coast over that way. We've had quite a bit of rain off and on from the hurricanes that are coming in. So they're stirring up a lot of water. Plus there's a lot of flooding over there on the continent over in Asia way. So yeah, we have big water stuff going on that we can continue to assist with as long as we recognize that we want to be in that 528 hertz frequency vibration to assist instead of be what's the way? Resist. Yes, assist instead of resist. And for me, resist is like going to my impression is everybody's going into fear, and it's kind of like, no, it's not going to be the best vibration to be in. That doesn't help anything. That sure doesn't help spread the 528 love hertz frequency. Fear and love do not get along together. They do not harmonize.
That's right.
It doesn't work. Doesn't work.
Exactly. There's kind of two ways to look at frequencies, and when we're working with the 528 hertz, we're working with the wave pattern energy. So when it goes with the divine feminine energy. So again, that's kind of tough when you have the anger and the fear and the resistant energy showing up as particle energy, which is all little dots, and it doesn't jive with the wave. So either the energy has to change into one or the other, or it can coexist, but it just is constantly bumping, even though it's the same frequency. It's just in two different matters. So think about putting your energy into the wave pattern and creating that energy as you move through your day and through your opportunities to interconnect with other people and such. Just stay in the wave pattern. If you really think you need to go to particle, that's fine. Again, it's all the same frequency. You're just going to feel it a little bit more different. So, and you may feel more of the 528 hertz, and whatever resistance is occurring towards that 528 may impact you a little differently. So just take note, send out that love. Again, this is an educational period for us. So again, tap into what you already know and experience what you are encountering.
Well, we do have 11 days from the 20th. So this ability to assist ourselves, help ourselves, because we have to do the work on ourselves, goes on until the 31st for a total of 11 days from the 20th. And then after that, it's going to continue, just not as strong of an impact. It will still continue, but this is your time to step up and be part of the planet and do the work that you actually signed up for to come here and do. It's important. It's important time right now, and you have until and you're still going to feel a little off. You're still going to feel kind of funky and like, what's going on? I'm not sure what's happening. Just know you're still in the peak of it. You're still in the big stirring of it, you know. And it's like, hello, are you gonna work with us today? Okay, you're gonna work with us tomorrow. When are you gonna work with us? You have till the 31st. Hello, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Let's get you on board so that the next month and the next month for what's coming up here in the very near future, you're able to process it, handle it easier, and not get yourself into a state of anxiety, confusion, upsetness, because that's not going to work. That completely cancels out, and it is still particle. All of those that was just named is a particle energy, but your goal is to discover and develop the balance. This is why you're here. You're holding the balance for the divine feminine and the divine masculine, for the wave and the particle. And how are you going to react to it when the particle shows up to you? You don't have to ignore it. You can recognize it and say, you're here. Okay, I see you. Thank you for the lesson. Let me appreciate that you showed up. Let me learn how to better handle you so that you don't throw me off kilter. And again, thank you for showing up, but I'm ready to move on. I'm ready to go into the balancing part of it, the straight on strong love frequency. So I want to say something. I've been seeing different people posting different things about some of the channels out there only talk about love, going to love. And if you're listening to one of those channels, just know that they're being led by the dark energy that doesn't want you to step up and do what you're supposed to do. Only sit back and send love and know everything's going to be all right. Well, you have a job to do. Sending love is part of that job. But you may be one of the ones that is actually called to action and move into a physical place of a disturbance that you actually have to do something with. Just know, check yourself. Even though things are being blasted at you and it's a very, very, very difficult and uncomfortable place to be in, when you show up to do your work and hold your space and you send out, reach deep, 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 all the way down to your toes and pull up that beautiful love energy, but still do your work, knowing that you're doing it from a point of love to help and assist everyone, including you, then you're better in balance.
That's right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like I'm rambling all over the place to make this point, and I don't even know that I've made the point. Do you understand what I've said, Lisa?
I do, yes. And I'm being guided to just write something down, because I always try to take notes before. And this is as simple as it looked today. It's 528 hertz. Take on the ugly.
You are needed as a light worker.
Light
That's
worker.
right.
Okay.
You can transmute
whatever
that
your position is. That's right. And again, get into it. Find your warrior avatar and get involved with that. Participate with the ugly. Get in there and take on the energy of it. You don't have to transmute, but sometimes your energy will do that without you lifting a finger or sending love out. You're just needed. I participate all the time when I'm summoned, and maybe I don't do anything. I don't recall doing anything, but I'm one of many, and we ignite the change. We ignite the shifting. And as a light worker, as a light healer, I'm willing to step into that. Your spiritual path is to become a healer of some sort, whatever it is. So take on the ugly. It's not as ugly as you may think.
Everyone that is on this planet at this time is a healer in some way, shape, or form. Either they're sending healing out in their being a housewife and doing the cooking and keeping up with the chores at the house, as a teacher, helping students.
Right.
Every person that is in human form on this planet at this particular time are healers. May not be in a traditional way that you want to put healer in a bracket as healer, but everything you do is part of being a healer. So they just wanted me to make sure that's clear.
Exactly.
It takes me to the card that I talked to you about earlier today, Lisa, that was drawn, this one.
Okay.
Can you see it well or no?
I'm waiting for it to come up. So.
It says proper burial for freedom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Can you see it? Proper burial for freedom. Now that sounds a little off-putting to me. It sounds a little off-putting until you really, really, let's dig into it. It says, sacrifice to Osiris, Lord of the Dead. In order for life to flow and express itself, that which belongs to the world of death must be released. There is nothing to be gained and everything to be lost by trying to hold on to that which no longer serves us, which is better left to die, though it takes great spiritual courage and trust to allow this to happen. Osiris, Lord of the Dead, guides you now to release that which no longer needs to be part of your life so that you may be free. Now they're stopping me here. They want me to emphasize that a lot of people do not align with the name Osiris or that deity or any Egyptian deity, but Osiris, they're using Osiris here as Lord of the Dead. It's just another aspect of you, of part of you, where you face all kind of different challenges. So at the time that Osiris was well known in the Egyptian period, this is what was needed to be expressed for people to resonate with it. But we're past a lot of this old ideals of throwing a deity out here. So just know it's all representations of you. So change this to whatever you feel like you're the most comfortable with. Don't not listen to the message because it came from Osiris, Lord of the Dead. For Pete's sake, you know, that's really judging a book by its cover when you really don't need to judge anything except for inside of yourself. How does that relate to you? Is that making sense? Wow. They really stopped me on that one, didn't they?
They did, yes. Mm-hmm.
So it goes on to say, where do y'all want me to go? You need to see something through and let it go so that you are free from it. You may or may not be fully aware of what this is, but your energy field is somehow haunted by the past or drained by attachments that are no longer necessary for your growth. This could be anything from a past relationship to dreams or visions that may have encouraged you in past times, but are not relevant for where you're going now. Mm-hmm. It might be the spirit of a lost child or loved one, someone that has passed on or left your life, or the ghost of expectations unmet from past hopes and dreams. There is so much beauty and fullness waiting for you right now. There is no need to further hold on to the past. Do not be scared. You are supported so utterly and completely in this deep healing release now, and all involved will benefit from the healing change. It is not abandoning what you have loved to give it full and proper burial. It is in fact honoring and allowing what you are releasing to return to pure love and light of the source. It is spiritual freedom for you and what you have released, which is the destiny to which all of life will eventually return. Now, you put that into terms of what's going on right now out there in the world today. It's pretty accurate.
It is. I agree.
I think that's enough out of there.
And just to, you know, add a little bit more, when you release the karmic, I had a client call me and said, how long do I have to do this karmic involvement that I have going on with this person? And I told her, I says, again, you can choose not to have any more of a karmic agreement. You made an agreement to teach someone a lesson in this life or to learn a lesson from someone in this life. You can just say, I'm done, I'm complete. I've tried to teach this to you 6 times over the years that I've known you, or you've tried to show me 6 times over the years, and we're not getting this job complete. So you can actually end that karmic agreement that you have. Again, releasing what no longer serves you, whether it comes from a past life or an in-between life or the life that you had now. You can always renegotiate and end the karmic agreement. You don't have to be involved with the other person to do that. You can just say, I'm done, I'm complete. I choose not to be involved any longer. Everybody thinks they're trapped in these things, in these cycles, etc. You're not. You can choose at any time to disconnect your energy from it and move away, and again, give it back to the universe to be repurposed. That energy goes somewhere else. It gets to be repurposed. It grows a blade of grass. It creates a water droplet. Whatever it is, let it go and move on yourself. It's always the best remedy. So again.
Well, it's interesting you're saying that, because even here, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry. You finished? Go ahead. Okay. Because it says here, this is what it was actually saying, what you can do. I now call forth that which is attached to my energy field and does not serve me in unconditional love. I now choose of my own free will to cast into the loving care, all attachments, histories, beliefs, and beings of any influence that are not aligned with unconditional love. I release you now through all time and space with love and respect. Go in peace. You may not return to me ever. Our contracts are now dissolved, and I set you free. I set myself free. So be it. That's exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about letting yourself be at peace.
Exactly. And understanding that whatever your mind thinks is a completeness may be an illusion. Letting go,
Okay.
letting go, like you said, is moving back into the reality. You're not held in any more illusions of how you have to interact with people or arrangements that you've made, the karmic agreements. You're standing up for yourself. You're saying, I'm complete, and releasing. I love it. I love it, love it.
Yeah. And it's just, you can choose to continue to self-flagellate, beat yourself up, because you feel like you need to beat yourself up over something. Or you can choose to just release it, let it go, say that contract is finished, and move on. There are going to be times when you don't trust and believe that it can be that simple and that easy. It surely cannot be that simple and that easy, because I've had to deal with it for all these many years, and it hasn't left me yet. Well, the reason it hasn't left you yet is because you haven't let it leave you. And it may show itself still to you, but it will show itself to you in a different way, in a different frequency, in a different light. Just as long as you recognize that piece of it is still surfacing, and then release that too. All right. I don't think I got anything else to say right now. What about you?
I thought I got frozen, so I just paused for a moment.
You did freeze.
Here we go again.
You're back.
Thank you. So don't realize, don't say that every day I have to work on this. You can go out and be your warrior avatar whenever you choose, and feel free to take those days off to just relax and to integrate what you've learned about your new ascended energy, your new frequencies. So don't feel like it's a battle for the next 10, 11 days of the month. What are we, the 26th today? Yes, so you don't have to, okay? Just do the work when you need to do the work. The time off to relax and integrate, and to feel differently, to notice things. I love that all my crystals and stones still want to work with me during this time.
So I drew two other cards that are jumping forward too. This one is out of the Crystal Mandala Oracle, and the other one was out of the Isis Oracle deck, by the way. But this one is 21, Lady Ascended Master Lady Nada and Rhodochrosite, and it's about sensitivity. And this is what it says. We bring you the blessing of sensitivity. Now, those of us that are empaths are going, yeah, right. But it is a gift. So we bring you the blessing of sensitivity. Being sensitive in this world can be tough sometimes, yet your sensitivity is essential if you are to consciously feel and work with subtle energies. Receiving and sending telepathic transmissions, feeling and releasing energetic cords, tingling with exquisite blessings of divine love, sensing the whispers of divine grace, and seeing the luminous, sparkling particles of life force dancing wildly in the beauty of shimmering auric field in dazzling and colorful display, to be given the gift of sensitivity to perceive the energetic worlds is like being invited to the most special and extraordinary exhibit of sacred art. You may have struggled with your sensitivity, found it difficult to bear during times of emotional suffering, yet you have a great gift, and it will bring you so much joy. If you are learning to develop your sensitivity, we will help you so you too can feel uplifted as you witness the energetic beauty of creation. So with all the stuff that we are seeing on the mainstream news, which is junk to me anyway, I don't ever watch it, but most of the people are watching it. Your sensitives are in it. They feel the pain. They feel the anger. They feel the excitement. They feel the disruption. But you need to enjoy being a sensitive, but not being empathic of what is going on, of what you're witnessing, like Isis said in her message the last time. Be above it. How did she say? How did she word it? Don't believe everything you hear or read or see in the current situation, or for that matter, was being falsely spoken about us. Your heart center, where your divine self resides, will always tell you the truth. So it's like you are the light. You can elevate yourself above the frequency, the situation. Don't lose sight of what a powerful being you truly are. So what do you guys want to say about that? It is okay that you feel like you're in the mix of it. It's okay that you can be sitting in your living room watching it and feel like you're being attacked, and you feel sadness for all of the ones that are being hurt. But just know that you as a sensitive also have the ability to send out a shield of protection around you so that you can be a witness to it and know this is not what needs to happen at this time, and go back into the 528 frequency, hertz frequency, to help move that energy of that harsh particle energy away from you with a love-based flowing wave energy. When you get enough wave energy going, it will knock over all kind of stuff. Believe me, I've seen it happen. When you feel yourself full of the power of what you really carry, of your divine being self, and you stand up and you blast out in a wave form of love, any wave form of healing, protection, light, love, it goes like this, and it can knock people back. Because I've done it. I've seen it happen. So don't let yourself be the victim with watching that happen. You're not a victim. You are a way shower. You are a light worker. You are a healer. You have a mission to do. You need to be grateful that you are witnessing that and seeing what's going on, so that you know you can do something to help ease it. It's happening for a reason. We don't always understand all those reasons, but it is. So being a sensitive and an empath, you do not need to take it on. You witness it, and you know what you're supposed to do. All right. There was that.
There we go. Thank you, crystals.
Your turn, Lisa.
Well, the crystals just said a lot through all of that. Again, you know, and you know, in the insect realm, I love the lightning bug. You know, it illuminates as it needs to, and then it flies off and then illuminates a few feet more away. So again, just choose how you want to utilize your love frequency energy and release it when necessary. Light up your little domain and just see what the results are. You see, so be a lightning bug. You know, again, it just delights everybody when they go radiate their light.
true.
Yeah.
Wow. Hmm. Okay.
So,
And then I had one more card that showed up. They had me go to the book and 3 decks of cards this morning. This one is from the Crystal Oversoul healing cards. And this one is Sapphire. And in Sapphire, it says Inner Master. Sapphire is an inspired luminous gem that guides us deep within to our inner master and guide. Once this relationship is established, we can develop a sense of direction and purpose. Our inner master acts as an intermediary force between our conscious mind and our soul's energy. In order to connect and listen to this inner voice, we need to develop certain skills. The ability to still our mind, to listen, or to take our awareness to a deep level with meditation is needed. Through this, we will start to have a glimpse in the realms of possibilities that are open to us. We will become the conduit for powerful creative forces to flow through us. This force will desire expression in the world around us. Now, that's exactly what they just said a while ago.
And then our other members of the dragon world, the dragon realm, would like to help out with that. Yes, if you is my little stepdaughter. Yeah.
He's so adorable.
And call on your dragon to help you be in a protective cocoon, to stand guard for you, to fly you to the other realms. I love the wings, you know. And to again, just know that you are part of this dragon and that they will come to your aid. They will help you learn what you're supposed to learn and be there. So call on them. We've talked about dragons before. And just find yours. Find yours, okay? You may not be working with the water dragon such as I am right now with 528 hertz. But I'm also working with the air dragon and the earth dragon and the fire dragon because they're all so interconnected with the water frequency of 528 hertz. So ask your guides and your
ask your guides. Ask your guides and know that we are part of the one. We are all connected. So you are part of your dragon. You are part of your stone, of your crystal. You are part of the 528 hertz frequency. So ask yourself, what are you doing now in these continued 11 days? There's only a few more days of it left. What are you doing to help magnify that frequency for all who need it? What are you doing? How are you showing up? Or are you showing up? Are you thinking it's just going to happen on its own? Don't think so. I don't think so. You think so, Lisa? If I just play that 528,
that's right.
If I just play that music, everything's okay, right? That's all I have to do. Just play that music and forget about everything, right?
No, unfortunately, you're going to have to take on the ugly. You're going to have to process what's coming out of you because of the cleansing that you're doing. And again, once you do the cleansing and you're helping the universe do the cleansing, we're going to ascend. We're going to move up everything up into a frequency that is more community. It's more sharing. But we got to do the ugly first. We're seeing ugly all over the place. We have to let it out. And I just keep blessing that it's revealing to us how deep and how ugly our emotions are, and how we've been brainwashed for years, centuries, for generations, and how we are now cleansing our DNA. We're taking that energy and repurposing it outside of ourselves. And as we do that, the one that we're connected to will be more and more revealed to you. You'll be more aware of the oneness that we are. So again, do the ugly, get rid of it, and again, bless it. Know that for that purpose, And you are complete with it, just like the card said earlier, and our message today. So again,
And that number 9 is
know that
completion in that card.
it is. And then again, remember when we started this, it was 7, 20, 20, 20, you know. And again, if you look at the numerology of that one there too, again, we're at the beginning, we're at the threshold of something brand new. Once we get through this 11 days after the 20th, we're moving to the equinox. And again, keep on transforming. Keep on revealing to yourself that you are more than what you ever thought you were. Because you can't go back now. As of 7/20, no one can go back.
You can't go back. And Isis is showing up to remind me that she mentioned that we went through or have been in our required period of service to self, which is diminishing now. And now we are in the period of how do I show up to serve others?
That's right.
So service to self-service is pretty much just, that's what's clearing off with this frequency. So you will notice as you go, as these 11 days progress and further, certain things will show up in your memory that you hadn't thought of, that happened in childhood, how you acted with someone, how you treated someone, how someone treated you, and you will have a different feeling about that. You will want to apologize and forgive yourself for being harsh, being ugly, being cruel to that person. And you're going to want to, even if you can't reach them anymore, you send them an energetic thought with the love or frequency about, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Because this is part of what you're cleansing off. All of this junk that you did in service to self, you didn't give a thought about how you, certain words, or your certain actions or reactions affected anybody else, because you couldn't see past your own nose. You could only see how it affects you, because you were only thinking about you. But this, what we're going through here since the 20th, it's showing you in all sorts of little different ways of how what you did has affected others, which affects the mass consciousness, which has affected the planet. So I have a little story. I noticed when we were kids, my sister and I were kids. My sister is 13 months younger than me. She's very playful, very energetic, always off doing her own thing. And I was always kind of serious-minded. I'm the oldest, so, you know, I'm serious-minded. She gets to play, which is okay. So we were little, probably about 7 or something. And I was at our bottom doorstep that had a glass front window in it. And I was holding something in my arms, and she was hiding. She was hiding behind the door. So when I got to the door, she closed the door on me, and my elbow went through the glass pane and cut my elbow. And I had to get stitches and all that kind of stuff. Well, I was not happy with it. Mom was not happy with it. And I realized this started itching where that scar was since this has gone on.
Just
and
recently,
I'm like,
right?
oh.
Just recently it started itching, right?
It started itching, and I'm like, there's something here I need to look at. I wonder why that scar, because I haven't thought about that scar 40 years probably. And it's like, oh, look at you. Look what you did. You shut your sister down. You shut her down in her happiness and her joy and her playfulness. What other areas did you shut her down or shut someone down? And so I had to talk with her the other day, and I said, I'm sorry. I want to apologize. I didn't realize I had done that. We're just kids, but I feel really bad. And she said, well, there are many other ways. And I remember quite specifically where you shut me down, which I'd only thought of 2. But for her, there were many, many more. Did it blank out?
Yes.
Because a call came through. I'm sorry.
Your voice
So
came through.
okay, so I'm glad I mentioned it, because all of them that I'm still not aware of are still affecting her. And the point of the scar itching that I needed to scratch it is for me to heal me and to heal her and to heal that for the planet, for the universe, for the mass consciousness. So it's kind of like, notice with yourself. You may go back to all kind of things you never even ever thought you did wrong. And you're going to start going, that wasn't very nice of me, was it? Huh. And you can excuse it. Well, I was just a kid, like I just did, except you also have to step up and go, yes, you were a kid and she was a kid. So it affected her even more adversely because I was the older sister who she admired. And so it not only did it shut her down, it really pushed her down. So it's kind of like, be careful. Take a look at all those things. You got another serious few more days of that happening. If it's happening to you now, be grateful for it. Be grateful for it. Okay, Lisa, I think I'm off my soapbox.
Yeah. A little bit more about being grateful. Sounds kind of strange, but when you are grateful for recognizing what happened in an interaction or your role that you played, then you are moving back into the love of it. And you're saying, I acknowledge now, after 40 years, I learned what I was supposed to be learning from my little sister. I learned from that incident that I participated in. And you can cancel out the energy rift that you caused just by being grateful that you understand now. So that rift of 40 years gets to dissipate. And then again, your gratitude helps fill that back up with love, the love that should have been there originally. But again, we have our lessons that we're supposed to be learning with each of the souls that we interact with. So again, standing in that gratitude will give you more reward than you will ever know. Even though you might feel bad about yourself, again, you can acknowledge you learned your lesson, that you were a good student finally in life.
Yes, and you are not, when these things surface, you are not to beat yourself up about it. You are about what you are supposed to do about it is recognize it, acknowledge it, know that you are now not in agreement with that, and they show me a curious thing. It's like, it's 40 plus years. It's more like 50 or 60 years for me that happened ago. And they're like, and so all those years ago, that happening was accruing interest. What kind of interest do you think that was accruing? Not good interest. It was accruing more and more of the same sadness, the same particle of anger and of needing to put someone in their place. Why would you need to do that? Everyone has their own place. You don't know what another person's place is. You can't be in their shoes. Right. You can't be in their body. Everyone here has their own particular assignment. And when it shows up that you are reflecting on things like this, it's important that you let it loose with grace and with, again, gratefulness, thankfulness, and love. So it's not holding you back. It's not stuck in your body somewhere creating a disease that you can't get rid of because you don't know why I keep having this. That's the interest it has accrued for you. Not good interest, is it? Wow. That's an interesting way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else, Lisa?
I was just thinking, what else do I need to add? And nothing's really showing up, you know.
They're telling me to tell you, everyone, that when that happens with you, it's okay to cry. You don't have to stop yourself from crying, male or female. It is a good thing to cry to help release it. You will feel a cleansing, and again, that's the water releasing from your body that you can send out with the 528 hertz of love and blessings. It's purging you of what has been bothersome in your auric field, in your cellular body. It's moving the old water that's carried the old frequency to the proper higher frequency that it's resonating with now. Okay. How's that, Lisa?
Yeah.
Hilarious what happens. Okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm good, other than my rose quartz wants to be shown because it sat with us on the day. Look at this beautiful, huge piece of rose quartz. It was outside with me on the 20th at my time where I sat in contemplation and great gratitude for the water frequency change. And this also sat out there with me. Can you see this awesome thing? Isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
We had many other stones and crystals out there. My sister was out there outside with us, and we had water, lots of water. We were running water. And today, for some reason, the Egyptian cat bass showed up. So this is for someone that's watching the video that has got something going on with their kitty or wants to resonate with the energy of the Egyptian cat bass. They told me when I picked it up, this is for someone. They'll know it when they see it.
Good. Yeah.
Oh, we have thunder. Speaking of water.
So on 7/20 I went out and set out in my vortex. I set up my little shade, and vortex is right next to the windmill there. Again, the representative. Let's see here. Let's go this way.
Awesome.
And then I took my causal vortex out there. It has a Herkimer diamond in it. That's all that said it wanted to come out was the Herkimer diamond. Everything else would work just as it was. So that stayed up until the down. Then I took it down. So yes.
It was a good day.
So I was able to go out there and sit in it instead of being in the direct sunlight. So that was
No, I said it was a good day. It's been a good day every day since. Wow. How long did you stay out there, Lisa? Your video, you're back.
Yes.
How long did you stay out there?
Oh, I was out there off and on all day with it. So it wasn't like I was, had anything specific. At my time, I was out there.
Perfect. We were blasting the music through our backyard.
Sipping on my water. Listen to the birds, watch. Yeah.
Speaking of the birds, I do need to say that since we did this that day in our backyard with all the water and everything, the birds, they were pretty active before, but now they're trying to come into my bedroom window here because it faces I look out to the area where we were. And the birds are like coming into the screen and trying to be part inside here with me and with the energy. So it's kind of funny that it's like, hello, little bird. Oh, hello, lots of little birds. Why are you guys here? You need to be careful.
Yeah.
Don't get hung up on that screen.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
So you kept breaking up. I like your background of your animals, by the way.
Yes, my tapestry is just beautiful. Yeah.
Yes, it's fabulous. Fabulous. Well, I guess that's it for today. I'm going to stop the recording.
Thank you for letting us share again.
We so enjoyed. Say that again.
I says, be a frequency healer. Join me.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. You are. It's just what frequency are you putting out?
Mm-hmm.
You carry a frequency. What is it? Is it really what you want to be carrying? Mm-hmm. Is it serving you best to carry the frequency? Mm-hmm. If it is, awesome. If it's not, shift it.
That's right. And don't step into a frequency. Say your employment place has its own frequency. Resonate your frequency there. We tend to change. We tend to shift into the particle energy that's there, or we join into the frequency there, and it may not serve you at all. So, unicorn, do something different. Resonate at your own frequency.
I like what you said, don't step into a frequency that doesn't resonate with you, because I went straight to what is it you could possibly step into that you don't like to step into. It's like, if you look at frequencies like that, they'd be more aware of them. That's funny.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, we love you guys, and we will talk to you again next week, maybe.
All right. Love to everybody.
Bye for now.